Good morning, everyone. So this is Dr. Firdaus, and welcome for our Friday session. So today, our product knowledge is going to be on Lichnosis rhinoceros. This is well known as a mushroom based on tiger milk mushroom. Okay, let's okay, tiger milk mushroom. But this is one very powerful mushroom. Not many people are aware or using this very regularly. Okay, so this is our mushroom week. We are doing a lot of education or knowledge on product training on mushroom. All the range of mushroom, whatever DXN has, we spoken. And there's only one more to finish, which is Reishi, okay, Ganoderma. And today we are finishing this lines tiger milk mushroom. Okay, so this is how it looks like, and also it's known as Siloracea lichnosis rhinoceros. Okay, this mushroom is very popular. Okay, which we can get it in Southeast Asia. Okay, Southeast Asia. Okay, you can say in Asia. Asia is very popular. In Malaysia, especially, we are gifted. Right, and this tiger milk mushroom is more than 400 years old. It's been people have been using, right, and for many health reason. Okay, it's very powerful. Okay, let's go to the depth a bit and see. You can see here this mushroom. Okay, this is some very rare species and not easy to find in the jungle. Okay, also I'll tell you why. See, this is the portion, this is the cap. Okay, this is the cap of the body, you can see here. Okay, this is the head and this is the body. Okay, you can see here a big stem. This is the mushroom. Actually, the mushroom is here. So this mushroom will be hidden under the ground, not on the top. That's why they believe that tiger, when feeds the cup, okay, milk, 1 or 2 drops will drop on the surface of the ground, and that's where this connection will happen, and then it will start to grow. This is what the belief is. So that's why this is a very rare species, very hard to find. Okay, and it is very powerful. They are known as different names. They also have a lot of scientific names, but we generally very popular by calling it as tiger milk mushroom. Okay, and also in Malaysia they call it cendawan susu harimau, that is in Malay. Okay, or kulat susu harimau. Okay, that's also in Malay. And in scientific word, we always call as polyporus, rhinoceros, all these things. But we also known as lichnosis. Okay, all right. You see this, the tiger milk mushroom is very much known as, okay, as medicinal mushroom. Okay, the ability to treat numerous ailments. There are many different. Okay, but when it comes to general, most of the mushroom, they have these values. Okay, the similarity of treatment. That's why people sometimes get very confused. They will try to compare, and they always ask another question: is this mushroom can cure what disease? It is not like that. Treat this as a food, because this is a therapeutical food, like how you like shiitake mushroom and then unagi mushroom, and you have different types of mushroom. So you may just like to cook. When you do porridge, you may use unagi, or you must use this different type of the similar things here. So it's not necessary that you must be taking this in a daily basis. You also can do this weekly twice, no problem. Okay, as long as you're getting exposure and consuming that mushroom, that will be the good way. Here we see is very popular in South China, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Papua New Guinea. Okay, this is the most of the places where they have, and also there is a lot of similarities. Wherever there is tigers, that is where these mushrooms also available. Okay, this, with all these reasons, what the belief says, this tiger milk mushroom, that's how the name, they got the name, and they believe that a drop of the tiger milk, this is where the mushroom will be formed. And this is also a national treasure for Malaysia. Okay, a lot of cultivation is taking place in Malaysia for this. Okay, you see, this is the stem. Okay, and this is the body. Okay, this is the body here, and this is where the most important part of the mushroom. Okay, whenever you cut this, it is very whitish, very white color, similar as the milk, and also it tastes like milk as well. Okay. Okay, this is how it looks and all. Okay, you just get to know this. Okay, you see, how does it grow? Okay, it's a bit very unique way of growing. Okay, you see, it doesn't grow in like one group of mushrooms. It doesn't grow in that way. Okay, it grow in one area. Okay, it grow in one area in a very rare. Okay, just like one piece will grow. Okay, that is where solitary way of growing. Okay, and it only one fruit, it only grows at one time. That means one mushroom, it comes out like that. Okay, and then the body, that's it, only one. It doesn't have another one, another two and all. Okay, it's very unique way. And the distance between one mushroom to another mushroom is 5 kilometers. So if you have one mushroom here, another one will be 5 kilometers away. Okay, so it's very rare species, and they cannot find like in one area they have number of mushrooms. No, that's why these mushrooms is very rare, and which is also very expensive, because it is hard to find this type of mushroom. These aborigines, okay, in Malaysia, known as orang asli, the natives, they always find this and they'll bring it out, okay, and be selling this as a medicine to people in a different price. Formation of the mushroom cap, happened, believe the cause of, the depletion of this nutrition. Okay, it's a very powerful mushroom for many illness, for the disease and all. Traditionally, tiger milk mushroom has been very well used, okay, more than 400 years. Okay, it's quite very long, right? And this tonic is being used as a tonic, as a powder, and for many things, right? And for more than 17 types, even more. Okay, what I think is it is more than this. Okay, and like for immunity and so many things. Okay, to make things easier for you all to understand, okay, under the pharmacologically activities, okay, anti-inflammatory is one of the major properties with all mushrooms. So when it comes to tiger milk mushroom, and that is also very popular. All right. So here you can see this immune modulating. So comes to the immune system is also very powerful in modulating or boosting, okay, the immune system. Anti-tumor, it also very good for cancerous, right, and antioxidant as well. Okay, so for all the other mushrooms also has the similar properties as this. So this is what you got to understand this part. Okay, so always remember there is nothing so different and this and that, but all these mushrooms has the similar anti-inflammatory. They are very powerful properties of anti-inflammatory. Immune system is very good for immune modulating, immune boosters, and for cancer and any tumors, lumps and bumps, antioxidant. Okay, the active ingredients of the mushrooms are very water soluble. The polysaccharide and the protein complex, they're very easily absorbed by the body. And here you can see it is very well known. Okay, another most important thing that you got to know, it is very good for lungs. Okay, lungs issues. And this is what the lichnosis, or known as tiger milk mushrooms, are very popular. Lungs related or respiratory related medical issues, yes, this is very good. So every single of the mushrooms, they have one uniqueness and they are very powerful in certain areas. So this lichnosis tiger milk mushroom is very powerful when it comes to strengthening up lungs, clearing the oxidation, cell damage, and all these things. Tiger milk mushroom is very, very powerful. Okay, there's many research done even in Malaysia, in Asia, in any other countries. The polysaccharide what contains in this tiger milk mushroom is very unique compared to any other mushrooms. Every single mushrooms, the polysaccharides are different. The beta glucans also demonstrate very strong anti-inflammatory, okay, antioxidant and immunomodulating factors. All right, and there's no toxins at all in these mushrooms because they are just food and they're very water soluble. Okay, the body can absorb them. All right, there is no toxin. Okay, but you see that is also different compared to the fresh mushrooms that which is edible, like shiitakes, the other different oyster mushrooms. They are not same, because freshly harvested mushrooms, they have enzymes. If you keep the mushrooms for more than 2 hours, they can produce bad enzyme, which is rotten enzymes. So mushrooms generally need to be cooked within 2 hours after harvesting. Right? So this is powdered version. This has been dried and powdered. It's very high and potent and very condensed and very strong, which can be used at any time, any quantity, and there is no fear of toxin. Okay, toxicity, side effects, none. But at the same time, it's not all the mushrooms out there has this non-toxin issues. It depends on which company is producing it and where this mushroom is being grown. Okay, like if some mushrooms just grown under your backyard or any of the places where there is a lot of toxin or contamination, which is advisable not to eat it, for safety reasons. Okay, so here I want to emphasize another most important factor. This lichnosis rhinoceros, also known as mushroom, is very powerful in eradicating and strengthening and making the lungs more stronger. Okay, it helps to restore back. That means any damages takes place in the lung, it will restore and grow back for you. Okay, this is very important. You got to understand that part here. Okay, this is where even at one point in one forum or one international forum, Dr. Mahathir spoke about this mushroom, and it got even more popular after claiming that he took this for his stubborn cough. Okay, so here it reviews asthma. For asthma, it's also very good. Okay, and anything to do with cough, congestion, upper respiratory infection, lower respiratory infection, URTI, and all these things. For asthma, it is very good. Okay, and also it's also strength gut system. Okay, and promotes very good stamina, vitality, strengthen lung respiratory health. Okay, in terms of the fibers in your lungs wall and all this, it makes much stronger. Okay, it supports a lot of joints as well. Okay, see, we have many different types of mushroom. But the thing is, you shouldn't keep damaging the system. This is what a lot of people are doing. They do not aware, not knowing what are the damages which is coming. Okay, so today's session is very, very short. That's why I have another topic here for y'all, which will be shared in a while. So let's see what are the products that we have in the mushroom category. So we know Lichnosis Plus. This is the cough syrup that from DXN, which is fully herbs and and it's very safe to take in even by pregnant women. Okay, lactating mother and also pregnancy ladies, anybody, they can consume. Even a small child or baby can take this because it's fully herbs and it is very, very powerful. The ingredients here which is added into this Lichnosis Plus syrup, it is so good. Maybe one day we will do one session only for this. There's 16 types of herbs which is added into this Lichnosis syrup. Not only for those who have cough can take this. I take this month once, a little, like 40 or 20 ml, just because it has a lot of good things, even like ashwagandha and a lot of other herbs is been added into this. It's very powerful. Okay, non-drowsy. Got to understand this is non-drowsy. So when you take this mushroom, this syrup, you don't take it with water. Just drink, let the syrup run down through your throat, or you can just keep it in your mouth for a while. Let through sublingual some absorptions to take place. Then gradually you can swallow and don't take water after that. Okay, this is not like the conventional cough syrups which is drowsy and a lot of medications has been added into. No, this is very safe and it's very good. Just glance through. This is all the herbs which is added into the Lichnosis Plus syrup. Okay, and then comes to Lignopine syrup. You see, this is the pineapple. Those in DXN know this about codipine. It's the same formulation. Codipine has cordyceps. Here in that the pineapple juice, fermented juice, we added in this lignopine. The reason is pineapple has very good bromelain. Okay. Okay, bromelain is one of the very powerful anti-inflammatory and this bromelain is very, very powerful in terms of correcting the chromosome and DNA up to that level. So this is why the fermentation is done almost about 10 months. Okay, and added with lignopine syrup. For those who have very weak lungs, especially these episodes of coronas and all these things, a lot of people has been admitted in and out and also complaining that the recovery is not so good, it's still hanging on there, and so on. The reason is you are not fit enough, or you're not strong enough, or you're not even giving the body enough nutrition for the body to recover. That is why you cannot reinstate back your health condition. Okay, the reason is you are the cost, because toxin is the major setback now, and also malnutrition is another major setback. Okay, then we have lignoal powder, and this is the concentrated version of lignoal powder. You can just have this, you can just put this into any of your beverages, your food, rice, or you can just put like that and drink with water. You can just use this as a topping of your ice creams or cocosies or anything. There is no proper guidance or guideline this to take after meal, before meal, during meal, as you like. This is a food. A lot of people ask, should I take this before food or after food? The question is, when do you take food? You take food before food, after food. So you take food when you want to eat, right? So the same goes here. Okay, a lot of therapies, they have these methods. This must be taken before, that must be taken, this and that, which is their own way of recommending products to people. But there is no such guidelines, or there is no any rules when you can take. But it's up to you. When you can take however you want. Okay, and then comes to the final part here. Why it's to be DXN? You see, these lignoses, okay, syrups or powder, they have many in the market. Okay, the reason why you need a good intake, the company where they produce these products, these mushrooms, needs to have an honesty or integrity into coming out with a high quality product, whereby the QC control for toxin, okay, and everything has to be in order. Okay, that is why DXN is always number one. When it comes to any types of mushroom, DXN is the guru, not even the best of what they are the gurus. Okay, DXN has been in the industry technically more than 30 years. Okay, can say 30 to almost like 40 years, we are doing cultivation, but technically it's 30 years. So due to all this HACCP, okay, this is another HACCP, and then halal certification and ISO, okay, GMP manufacturing, and also we have this ISO 14001, and this is a very, very important ISO. This is International Organic Farm. Okay, and also we have this TGA, Therapeutical Good Administrating for Australia. This is all very, very important. If you ask any, that there is none, any other qualification or any that company need. Okay, DXN has everything. That is why DXN is in the market for 30 years. Okay, and also established in 180 countries. And our product availabilities is more than 220 over countries. We lost track when it comes to that. Okay, even in the small little islands, you can find DXN products. There are stockists all over the world who is eagerly, keenly distributing and helping so many people on these health issues. Okay, so you have a very strong company who's producing you a very high quality product in a very affordable price. Okay, so you cannot see the GMP. Okay, see, this is all the certification what we have. All right, so if there is any questions, y'all may put in the chat box later. Okay, so now let's go to the most important and very interesting topic here, sugar. All right, so why I wanted to give this today is because one, the mushroom is very short. Second, a lot of people are not doing lifestyle changes. That is where you can't see the best results when you consume anything. Okay, you see, the sugar is not even our food. It is a total poison. Okay, but currently we are using too much of sugar, and it is the biggest setback. Let's see if there's anything in the chat board. Okay. All right. You see, yeah.
Doctor, few questions in Myanmar, Doctor.
No, man. We'll take all the questions later. Now let me finish the sugar part. Huh? Okay.
Fine, Doctor.
See, this sugar is something that you really need to be away or keep it away or take very little. Or if you don't take, it's much better. Let me explain. Say if you were to stop eating sugar, what will happen to you? What are the health benefits? Okay, the biggest villain here is sugar. That's why in my programs, in my trainings, there are hundreds of people are into this module and they are following, and everything have mind-blowing results. Especially those who comes with a very poor heart, who's supposed to go for a bypass, and they avoid, they can skip their bypass also. That efficient it is, because you have the best products with you to reinstate back the health. But what you got to do is, first you got to stop the damaging which is done by your food. Why do you come sick? First of all, because it's the food. So you are speeding up the damages. Okay, so let's see what really we have here. Okay, see the first one. Okay, the most first benefit here is what would happen. Okay, what would happen if you stop taking sugar into your diet? Okay, your face, okay, will, and your body, your middle of your body will change. Okay, this is very important for those who have a round and puffy face. Okay, this is due to high carbohydrates and also sugar. You see, I'm always been a guinea pig for myself. I do all the trying and testings and me. Okay, I'm a person who walk my talk. Okay, I don't just talk my talk. Okay, this is me in just 6 months period. You can see the two difference here. Okay, this is with the, you can see the round, okay, the shape here, okay, and also the skin textures and the tone. And this is the current one. So the round, it will change, and then all this will start to go in, and then the circle or the round or the puffy face will go off, and also then comes to the body. Okay, this is what, if you take a lot of sugar, this is the sugar junkies. Okay, they'll have a big, accumulated flesh here, and below the belly button, okay, above the pubic area, they also have a big chunk of meat hanging, and that is also sugar. Okay, then you can see a lot of flaps here and here and on the hand and all this is sugar issue. A lot of people put this blame on hormonal issues and all. No, your hormone issues get changed. This is due to sugar. So when you stop sugar, and this is what will happen to you, you get much a proper rate. Okay, you see, the reason is, you see, the liver. Okay, you got to understand how these things work. Okay, liver is releasing the fat. Okay, it releases the fat. Okay, see, 80% of your fat, it's manufactured by your liver due to too much of sugar is being consumed or carbo. So none of the DXN products can or go and do something for this. If you take a very high load of rice and you take a lot of Ganoderma and all the other mushrooms will do what they got to do. They will eliminate toxins, they will repair, they give the best nutrition and everything. But what is the solution or the answer for the carbohydrates which gone into the system? The liver will take it. Okay, so the liver will take it and convert that into fat, and it will keep into the liver. Okay, this is the major issues now taking place. Okay, you see, the body, okay, when you cut the sugar, okay, when you cut the sugar, when you cut this, you reduce the sugar. So the body will run on fat. This will be the best fuel for the system, and it will speed up to burn all the fat. Okay, this is what will happen. Okay, it will use fat as the fuel. This is how it's supposed to be. We should survive on fat, not on sugar, not on carbohydrates. Carbohydrates also can be divided into two different types of carbos. We also come to that. And today I'm going to give you very simple explanations. We are not going to go into very detail, as long as you understand the danger of sugar. So you remember here, what happens is, when you cut the sugar, body starts to burn the fat. Fat will become the real fuel. So when you put in the sugar, the fats all will be stored, and that is the danger. And not one day you're putting in sugar, daily you're doing that. Okay, improves on eye. You got to see this part, very important. Eye, brain, arteries, and also kidney. There are 4 major organs will be benefited by when you cut sugar. And let's see, we know diabetic retinopathy. Okay, this reason is, you see, whenever you take sugar, it will go into the system and block all the arteries and make your elasticity of your arteries, or make the blood thicker, and so many other things will come. And this is what happens. It will block all the process here of nerve. Okay, and you can find a lot of blockages takes place, and there's no proper circulation into the eye, and that causes spots, and that is called diabetic eye. Okay, and a healthy eye with the flows are there and everything is good, and there is no problem. Then comes to the brain. Okay, and this is how most of the brains are. Okay, thinking of food always, chocolates, and so many sweet beverages. Okay, so the hippocampus, which is here, it will also equally damage, okay, and will cause a lot of complication, okay, in terms of thinking, reasoning, and logical factors, and everything will start to deplete when the sugar is very highly consumed. Okay, and this is where the people who consume a lot of sugar or carbohydrates, they will be very agitated, very tantrum, very emotional, and so many things will become, okay, emotional factors, okay, anger, happiness, sadness, and everything will start to develop. Okay, they will have a very boggling, or mind, mentally will be disturbed. So many research also says that a brain, okay, research shows that regular consumption of sugary beverages, okay, will shrink your brain. A healthy brain, you just take regular sugary beverages, you will have a very, very weak brain. So brain also will start to be very foggy and tantrum and all. This is one reason why we having a very high societal rate, and for people, okay, and especially kids too, they're having these issues, and we can hear every now and then too much of social problems, this and that. The reason is sugar, but nobody talks about this. Okay, then comes to the renal. Okay, and this is also diabetic nephropathy. When you have too much of sugar into the system, first it will block your blood flow. So the blood which is flowing into your renal will also be reduced, and there will have a lot of inflammation will take place. You see, inflammation is one of the best when you take sugar. Okay, this is what happens. Okay, so and you see, type 1 diabetics, 10 to 14% of those within type 2 diabetes suffer from kidney disease. Okay, and nowadays they don't even have to go to diabetic. Even before that, they get into kidney problem. The reason? Sugar. All right, and this is where the kidneys has very very poor functions, and all these issues will come, and they will have, when after about like 20-30 years later, in the age of like 40, 35, 40, they will start dialysis. Okay, and do you know high blood sugar can damage vessels? This is another big mind-blowing thing. Okay, you see, the blood vessels is the most important to keep the cells active and keep the cells going. If you damage this, and the cells are not going to have enough nutrition, they have depleted of blood supply, and this will cause them a lot of damages. Inflammation will be speeding up. Okay, so just take note. Okay, diabetic eye disease, heart attack. Okay, remember, heart attack is not caused by fat, it is by sugar, and all the indirect sugar which you are taking, which comes through rice, your cookies, your biscuits, your noodles, and also your lovely breads that early in the morning you take, buns and all, and also alcohol comes there as well. Okay, this is why until today, even having this Ganoderma in your hand, you're still popping so many hospital medication, and you're not either making it any better or deteriorating much better. Deterioration is there, improvement is there, not there. The reason? There is no proper lifestyle change has been implied, or doing nothing there. Okay, and then comes to the kidney problem. Okay, and then PAD. Okay, you see, peripheral artery disease. This is another major problem now. Very young people I'm seeing, and they have PAD, age of 25, 30. Okay, before marriage, a lot of issues. Okay, the reason? High consumption of sugar in the very early stage, and they are not aware, and not even stopping, not even eliminating, and not even supporting the system in any way. This is a big problem. Okay, food ulcer, diabetic foot ulcer, and so many other problems will come. Okay, and then comes to decrease urination at night. You see, when you stop sugar, you may not even get up once to urinate. There are many people waking up in the middle of night, at least one to urinate. That is really bad. You shouldn't do that. No one wakes up in the night and go and urinate. Even once a day or in a night, which is bad. The reason? You are on too much of sugar. For those who in my program have cut down the sugar, definitely they even have missed that part. They said, wow, I never wake up nowadays. I sleep at 11, boom, 6 I'm up, 7 I'm up. Okay, that is how you should be going. Okay, because you see, sugar is very water soluble. It follows the water. Okay, it follows the water. Okay, sugar follows water. This is why when you take a lot of sugar, everything will be processed and kept, especially at night, and will push you to eliminate them because they are the toxin. But it's very nice, very tasty, yummy. And this is the problem. Okay? Automatically, when you cut down your sugar, your increase of energy will be drastic. Very much. This sugar is a short-term energy. It will just give you a spike. Okay, it will give you a short spike. It will spike up, then it will drop immediately down. If you are on the fat, it will spike like this. Okay, so you got to know. So this is what we want. This is by fat. And this is by sugar. And this is what people are doing. When you drop here, you're hungry. Then you eat again. Craving, that is all come. Eat again. Eat again. Eat again. Eat again. This is how it goes. Be yo-yo. Then the body also will be like spring. Then you'll become like the Michelin advertisement. Okay, like that. So why taking? Okay, you see, you got to understand this part. All right, sugar is the body's fuel. Okay, you see, your body fuel is only two things. Okay, one is sugar, another one is fat. Okay, but actually this doesn't exist, in a very, very minute amount. Those days, like 50 years back. Nowadays, the fat has gone, not in the picture. Sugar is leading the game. Everything is sugared. Okay, and even many people refuse to consume black coffee. You feel like it is a poison. Okay, and this is really bad. Black coffee is the best, okay, that you can take. Okay, you see, so a thin person, okay, you see, a lot of people ask, if I don't take sugar, I may die, I may lose energy, this and that. I tell you, a thin person carries fat as equivalent to 100,000 kilojoules of calories. That much of fat they have, even a thin person. So what about the fat ones? They can have more. They can go like 2, 3, 4, 5 days without eating. But they will not fall down. They just need water. But the mind is very disturbed. They are not eating. They are not eating. I'm going to die. I'm getting weak. It's not that they are weak. They just want food. This is the junkie. Mind works like that. So you have to bring this to a discipline. Okay? So where you compare a meal which for 1,700 calorie, whereby in your body you already have 100,000 worth of fat in terms of energy. It's stored there. Even for a thin person, I'm not talking about the fat ones. Okay, so we have enough. But what to do? The availability, the accessibility to food is so great. The food is just around us. Okay, we just can grab them and eat. And that is where the problem comes here. Okay, if you're lost in a jungle, you will be surviving for 14, 15, even a month without food. But you will come out slim and more fit and good. Okay, and the cravingness will go away. Just bye-bye to your craving. Okay, you will not have any kind of craving. Okay, it will be totally gone. Okay, this is very important. So the cravingness comes because you are spiking the sugar and the insulin comes into your system, and then immediately you feel hungry again, it drops again. So this is what happens. It goes up, gives you energy, you're so excited, you'll be jumping and happy, then after that it comes down within 1 hour too. Then you need hungry again, then you look for food. Food is everywhere. Sometimes even the back they bring some breads, as an emergency. I've seen so many of my patients bring braids in the bag as an emergency. Oh my God. Even when I go for hiking, I don't bring water or food. There's no emergency there. But they will bring. And then once you eat this, the sugar will spike up very high. And then it will drop up again. And then zoom, 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 zoom. This is what makes people to have 1 meal, 2 meal, 3 meal, 4 meal, 5 meal per day. Technically, most of the people are consuming about approximately 3 to 4 meals per day. And what will happen? You are overloading yourself with sugar. And no way you can be slim. That is why we can see none or very, very a small quantity of people are slim. And everybody is obese now in the market, they're out there. Okay. You see, when you cut down your sugar, you will have less stiffness, pain, inflammation. This is another major problem now. They come with all kind of funny pains and cramps and bumps and this and that. The reason? High inflammation, very high inflammation. Okay, and this is what happening. So you'll have very, very low level of pain. You see, the arteries, okay, the arteries will be less stiff if you drop your sugar. If you drop your sugar, the result will be your arteries will be less stiff. Okay, it will be lesser. So the elasticity will be there. Okay, and the rigidness won't be there. So this is your artery. So when the blood flow, when you start to run, the arteries can expand. They can expand. Okay, so the body doesn't need to put in a lot of pressure here. So high blood pressure will not come. Blood pressure will not form in. You'll have a lower pressure. Okay, all these things happen if you cut sugar. If you increase your sugar, this will be very, very difficult and very hard and very tight, and this is where the pressure will be built up here. This is hypertension. You see, this is what is happening. And when the BP drops, use of medications also will drop eventually. Then you can lead a better and less side effect lifestyles. So you'll start to lose a lot of weight. Okay, because sugar is a sponge. It's a very spongy fella. Okay, it's like a sponge. It will absorb what? Water. Okay, it will absorb water. Okay, it will take in a lot of water. Okay, this is why people will say the Indians will say thanni udambu. There is no such thing as thanni udambu, kallu udambu, they say watery body because very sluggish. That nothing is wrong anyway. This is wrong. Your knee problem, eyesight problem, everything comes because of the sugar. So the glucose, you see, it stores water 3 times more. Okay, you got to understand this. It water 3 times more because it's like a sponge. It will work like a sponge. Okay, it will keep all the water in. Okay, it is sugar is water soluble. Okay, it is a fluid. It will just fill up. Okay, so this is very bad. Even you take all the breads, and that is also carbo, and the carbo will convert. Okay, and everything converts as sugar. Whatever you eat, it converts as sugar. Complex carbo, that is, most probably you all have heard about complex carbo. Now you eat some vegetables, some salads. Okay, spirulina also gives you carbohydrates, but it is not the junky carbohydrates. Spirulina gives you the most condensed, powerful carbohydrates, which will convert to a good value, where the spike of the sugar will be very low. You see, insulin is very important to the body. Okay, and don't question the manufacturer. Okay, don't question the manufacturer. The manufacturer, what I'm telling you, is the God. Okay, now these humans are too smart. They even question everything. Okay, so God has created the system, the insulin, for the other purpose of the nutrition, to get the gateway into the system, not for your junky and your useless garbage that you eat, the sugary stuffs. No, that is where after a period of time the body declare insulin resistant. That's the problem comes in. The sensitivity of the glucose become extremely high.
Recording stopped.
Okay, so you got to understand this part here. Okay, so here you understand sugar is very
Recording in progress.
water base. All right, water is very sugar is water base. Okay, so basically it absorbs a lot of water. Okay, when the carbo convert into fat and cholesterol. So whatever excess, too much of sugar that you take in the daily basis, everything goes into fat. And that is why everyone now having fatty liver. Fatty liver issues is the biggest problem. All right, and all the fat, most of the fat is trapped in the liver. Okay, then go to skin condition. See, this is a major problem. The sugar causes glycation, and it causes you this kind of skin issues. Okay, this kind of skin issues, and then it comes to this kind of very dark, you see, most probably you all have seen this. Okay, if your knuckles are dark in color, this is due to toxin and sugar. Okay, you should have a clean, hand like this. Your knuckle shouldn't be dark. Okay, you see, it shouldn't be dark. So you see, this is sugar issue, and all this will start to get brighter. Armpit, you have kind of warts. Okay, the tax here, this is kind of taxal form. This is also due to sugar. You'll have all these pricky skins here and there. You can't do much with external application. Nothing will happen. Okay, cut your sugar, for goodness sake. And then you see all these issues. Armpit at the back here, sometimes you can have a lump growing here. Okay, and you have like a double, sort of like the hump here, and all this. And you see some ladies, but I'm sorry to say this, they will also have cleavage in front, and they also have cleavage at the back here. Okay, that much of fat, they can just put a flap here, there will become a cleavage here. Ridiculous, right? That much of fat. Okay, and this is the issues. Okay, you see the leg. Nowadays, all this is very common. We can see too much of things. In kids, the body will be like this. Even guys are having, this kind of body. Okay. And the last and the most important is insulin resistance. This is the final stage of the body is declaring. Okay. Once it comes to this, you are a diabetic. You see, hereditary is not the issue here. Lifestyle is the major issue. Everybody put the blame on the papa, mama, my grandfather, this and that. No. Okay, you take charge of your. So, insulin resistant, once you kick in, that's it, gone. Why? Insulin is something very powerful, but due to your intake of sugar too much, the body is having too much of glycation, too much of damages is done, so the body will reduce insulin production and will remain silent. What you should do? You should reduce your sugar, but you will not reduce your sugar. You will go and get a substitute of medication to help to like a metformin kind of insulin injections to reduce, and that's where the major problems will come. You see, this is a spike, this is a normal spike, which I told you much earlier. Okay, this is a normal spike. Okay, this is a normal spike. Okay, normal spike. And this is a high insulin level. And this is dangerous. Okay, so we don't want this. Okay, so what happens here is, you see, the insulin is, the certain nutrition. Okay, nutrition needs insulin. Okay, insulin is a very important hormone. Okay, insulin is a very important. Okay, it's a very important hormone. Okay, who needs them? Okay, you see, most of the nutrition needs them. Potassium. Potassium needs it. Magnesium, phosphorus, vitamin B, D, calcium, and what else? Many more. Okay, and etc. Okay, they need. So if you're going to stop even for protein, amino acids, okay, they all need insulin, but in a very small amount. Because of your sugar is so high in the system, your sugar is so high, it spikes up like this. Okay, and what happens? The insulin also has to spike up equally to help you to make sure all these sugars have been used. And then what will happen? Goes into your fat storage, to your liver, and then it goes to your pancreas, and then goes to your visceral fat, internal organs, and finally will go to your muscles. And this is the time the body will declare insulin resistant. Why? The muscle is under attack. You see, after this, everything deteriorates. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, those who are here, sugar is a killer. Use it very small quantity. In DXN, we have awesome tea, coffees, and all. Okay, so use that all to get a good health Okay, so be away from sugar, and also teach your family members and all. Okay, once in a while, if you have sugar, that's not going to damage the system, but too regular, too much of sugar, and that is extremely dangerous. And this is what has happened. Just imagine, there's 9 beautiful benefits, okay, will take place if you cut sugar, and even there is more. I just picked some very important ones for everyone in the Zoom session here. I hope you all understand this and keep yourself very healthy. If you cut the sugar, then the DXN works extremely more efficiently. Immediately you can reverse any of your medical condition, any of the medical condition, whatever condition your heart is, whatever your lungs is, your liver is, and everything. Okay, you can reverse, but you got to do this first. The glycation, the damage, the burning has to stop. All right. Okay, let's go. Thank you for the humble hearing. Okay, thank you so much. And let's go to the Q&A sessions now. Okay. So Sam?
Doctor, few things are in only Myanmar, doctor. Ma'am, so...
Yeah.
Yes. The first question from Chocho-san is the question is, I'm following your instructions for the herd, and then I want to know to get the beautiful muscle who play the gene, and what kind of product should give from DXN, and any other food that they need to take for the people who play genes and who wants to play for their muscle.
Okay. You see, the question is, to grow muscle, what products do you give from DXN? You see, it is not easy to develop muscle. Okay, it's not so easy. Okay, sometimes people also in the gym, they will tell me, no, I don't want to get big. They think that they carry today, tomorrow you can get big. No, it's not like that. Okay, but what product can you give? I'll tell you what you can give. In DXN, everything you can give, especially spirulina. Give more. You see, bodybuilding or either any physical sports, you are causing damage to the system. Okay, muscles building that's what we do. We carry aggressively, excessively, and we damage the muscles. We break the fiber. Then we feed the fiber grow. Then we break it again. Then we grow it again. We break it again, grow it again, break, grow. So after a period of time, the size will start to become bigger. That's why every time you get pain. And every single workout, you push harder. You challenge, you give more. It is two important things. One is the food, one is the training. Then you can see results. Okay, so your training you may get from a lot of people outside there. On the food, give a lot of spirulina. Okay, and the rest all you can take. You can take GL, you can take RG, even you can take Cordyceps. Cordyceps is so good for muscles. And VCO is so powerful. Your black coffee is burning fat and keeping your whole system good, and all this. Don't just pick and choose what you want. DXN gives you the wholesome, gives you the entire range of products. From A to Z, you have many choices. Buy and use all the products. Even Z-Miko is helpful during this kind of sports events, and Gano oil, another side. Okay, the most crucial is your training, and then support here with the DXN products. Okay, and the third one, you need to be time to see the results. Give some time. Okay, yeah. Next question.
The next question is, I don't take too much of sugar, but I take rice 3 times a day. And the whole night I'm urinating and cannot sleep. Yes. Why is it?
Okay, rice is one of our major culprit food because genetically it's been modified too much. The question is, We always forget to repeat the question. The question is, why rice is so bad? And even I take rice, I can go urination more than once or twice a night. Rice gives you the highest glycemic index spike. Okay, the reason rice is now is genetically modified. Yeah, harvesting 4 times a year, which would be supposed to only once, and too much of different type of rice. Rice has very high starch, and this is sugar. So my advice for those who are very serious, off the rice. I have many people in my team. I don't take rice at all. Yeah, I love sugar. But at least what I think is, if I don't take rice, I have more rooms for sugar. If I see anything sweet and nice, I will take. Then DXN coffees are so nice. So 80 to 90% of my coffee is black coffee. Once in a while, I give a shot to the 3-in-1s. But it's Habitat Cafe. Okay, sometimes go cozy. Very, very rare. Okay, like this. But 90% is black coffee. Like today, I drank 4 black coffee. And none of the 3-in-1 yet. And then many times oolong tea, flora tea, and all these things. So you've got to play with it. Rice is the biggest problem. I know Myanmar people love rice. So cut. I give you one example, like Miss Tida. Okay, she is completely off rice and excellent results. Okay, very strong willpower. Even she go out with anyone, she still say no. I'm not eating rice. I'll eat the rest. Fish, chicken, whatever she'll eat, and no rice. You see, that's how. So at least if you off rice, then you do a little mistake here and there, doesn't matter. That can compensate. Rice is the biggest issue. That's why now you can see so many people are falling sick, deteriorating, heart problem, this and that and all. Rice has so much of sugar. What to do? They have spoiled our food. The science, genetically modified, and everything is down the drain now. Okay, so cut rice or take a lot of VCO, spirulina, and this and that. That'll all help you. Okay. Any questions more, please?
Ma'am, so last thin 9 one something. I don't know whether it is a question.
The last one is yes. Also, I also got the thirsty the whole night. Also, not even the urinating. Also at nighttime, she's getting thirsty as well.
Yes. This is also the issue is sugar. Sugar is too much. Okay, so they need to cut down the sugar. Okay, so thirsty, need a lot of water is also the sugar. You see, sugar is the biggest culprit there. Okay, try yourself, train yourself, and definitely you guys can do it. Okay. Yeah. Next question.
Doctor, I think that's it, Doctor. I have one query, Doctor. May I ask, Doctor?
Yes, please go ahead. Yeah.
Doctor, in general, this allopathy doctors is cause is making people to sow cautious on low sugar, Doctor, so that they continue to take diabetes tablets, whether it is coming down or not. Habitually, they are taking. Threatening low sugar will be worse than regular diabetes. So it will be helpful if you could guide something on low sugar, Doctor. Impact and whether it will so dangerous. And in our diabetes also, our diabetes patches also, few members are not checking sugar reading, Doctor. Even after cut down the sugar, they continue to take tablet. In that case, that also will cause low sugar. Only these two, my little query, Doctor.
Okay. Yes. You see, that's why a lot of wrongdoing and mislead, in many ways. Okay. What I will suggest is, okay, if you cut sugar, you don't go wrong. Okay. If you're eating sugar, then you have to check your sugar. If you cut your sugar completely, you don't even have to check sugar. You don't even need medication. Okay. I have more than almost about 700 people which is reversed diabetic. Okay, reversed completely. And they all are medicine free now. Okay. But the key factor here is, you got to stop sugar. But everybody want a different way. I want to eat sugar, and same time I don't want sugar to be high. And they are the one who eat medication. The game is still not over. You're getting into big problems. Okay, you're forcing your body to cause more glycation, more damages, which I told you all the 8-9 benefits just now, that all will just work another way around. Okay, that was the benefit. Just take it as a negative. Eye, get damage. Kidney, damage. Heart, damage. Blood flow, damage. Okay, obesity, yes, you'll increase weight. Okay, pain, muscles, inflammation will get greater. All this will shoot up. Okay, if you cut sugar, all that will be positive. If you take more sugar, all that will be negative. Okay, so you cannot blame doctors out there. Okay, they are trained in a different way of doing things, and we manage disease. Okay, I'm on the both side. You people want the lazy way out, the easy way out. Okay, so they want what they want. They want to eat medication. They want to go like that. So this is what the hospitals go. Okay, they go in doing things like that. Right? Even there, they ask you to cut sugar, they don't cut. That's where is more problem comes in. Okay, you see, doctors don't give medicine unnecessarily. If your sugar is low, they will take you out of the medication. There's many people who have done that. They go with the proof, they take everything is recorded, they go and show doctors, look here, for 1 month sugar is so perfect. Wow. Okay, we'll stop your medication. Continue doing this and come back next month, you'll see, you'll finalize. Right? Problem is this, the patient is the problem. Never cut sugar in any condition. Eating. Once you go there, then they'll get mad at you. They'll push up the medication. Then it increase the food again. This is the problem. Okay, so cut sugar. That's it. Reduce it as much as you can. 80 to 90% cut sugar. Okay.
Thanks, doctor.
Okay. Any
Doctor,
more questions?
one more
Yeah.
query from ma'am, Bharati ma'am.
Okay.
Those days from childhood, I am hearing that sixth taste will support our body system.
Yeah.
This means they include sugar here also, doctor. Please explain on this.
Okay.
Arusuvai, something.
What is this taste?
Okay. You see,
Six different tastes.
All tastes, all 6 different tastes, yes.
Yeah. There's a
That's
6,
including, of course.
yeah, 6 different tastes every human being need. Okay, that one of the taste is sweet. Okay. The same thing we can ask that person. Bitter is also one point there. But out of the 6 tastes, 6 tastes, you ask them. This is a junkies argument. It's junkies or foodies or and these people argue for no reason. Okay, they want to make sure they get the sugar. The addiction. Sugar is an addiction. They want. So they will try all means ways to get into an argument. It's a good thing, good questions. And okay, you see, there's 6 different tastes. Human need. Okay, so bitter is also one, but bitter they will not touch at all. Okay, then they have this different. Okay, the taste means it's just a bit, a little. Okay, so when you eat the banana leaf, okay, when you eat banana leaf, an Indian way of eating, so the 6 tastes, the sweet will be there, just a little bit sweetener. Some kind of something they'll make out of some fruits or some honey or something, just to activate your digestive system. So what they will do, they will just take a little bit, they'll just put at the tip of their tongue. Then the tongue will roll up to your palate. That triggers the activation, giving the signal to the enzymes to the stomach and all. That was the reason they were given one sweet, not morning cup of coffee with sweet, then bun comes with sweet, then go to office, they have some biscuits with some Milo, this and that, it's so sweet. So technically that you're taking at least about 7 teaspoons of sugar. And this is what is happening for a person, including your rice, your noodles, or fries, breads, and everything. You take that comes 7 teaspoons of sugar. So now you define, is this one taste of sugar? Is too much already. That's a problem. It's too much. Okay? You cannot run away from sugar. Okay? Even you cut the added sugar. What I'm telling you is cut the added sugar. Remember, every single food that you eat will convert to sugar. Your body uses the insulin to get these things into your system. Even the spirulina, okay, the amino acids, protein, all this comes from the mushroom. It also goes into as a glucose and then enter to the system. There's a few, right? So how these things happen? So all this is sugar. That is the good ones, the good fellows. So the bad fellows is your white sugar, your brown sugar, your natural sugar. Now all the sugars included, okay? The added sugars, that you got to eliminate, including honey. Because 99% honeys in the market is not pure, because everything is genetically modified. So whereby we have better than honey here. In DXN we have more better than honey. We have spirulina is so much, a million times powerful than honey. We have bee pollen. Bee pollen is a million times better than any honey out there. And you don't have to buy honey for hundreds of ringgits. You better buy the bee pollen and eat 10 tablets per day. It's about 100 plus one. Some jokers go and buy honey for 500, 600, 1,000 ringgits. For what? I better put that money of buying 1,500 tablets of spirulina and eat 30, 40 per day. That too. Even eat cordyceps. Wow. Lion's mane. Oh, it'll be totally a different ball game here. Okay, so you have to evaluate or define which is more healthier for you. So once in a while you go for a outside for some treats or something, just a little bit, yeah. Okay, your birthday comes and anything, everybody, we don't eat the whole cake. If 20, 30 people come for a function, just buy one cake and then give everybody. And you take just a bit. That's how it should be, right? So don't take too much, that's bad. Okay? Yeah.
Doctor, one more question from Sundarodev sir. His question is that regarding arthritis issue, whether sugar is the major reason, doctor?
Arthritis, rheumatism, yes. Sugar is the major culprit there. So, okay, it causes inflammation. So, cut down sugar, add in fat. Okay, you take a lot of fat. DXN has VCO, use a lot of coconut. You also can do some fat based food. Okay, rail fat. That will be good. Okay, yeah. Arthritis is by sugar. Yeah.
That's it, doctor. No more questions, doctor.
Okay, all right. So we will end the session. So all the questions been answered. All right. So remember, okay, the tiger milk mushroom is very powerful mushroom. So integrate all the range of mushrooms what we have in DXN. Don't just keep eating Ganoderma only. Okay, so you should have shiitake, you should have lion's mane, you should have cordyceps, and so the regular one that you take, it can be RG and GL every day. So the other mushrooms comes in like your cooking, you know. Today take shiitake, then tomorrow you take cordyceps, you know, it's like that. So put it into your food, and, you know, make it a bit more, you know, happy and, you know, nourishing kind of dish, you know. So that will be much nicer and better for the body. Okay, diversify your food. Okay, make it more colorful, you know. Okay, then spirulina, also you take in all this. All right, and always remember, okay, anything which is sweet, sugar is extremely dangerous. And fruits is also comes to the same category. Fruits is now, the reason a lot of people ask this question, today I didn't get this question, how about fruits? And even I tell my people not to take fruits. Okay, the reason is, if fruits is extremely genetically modified and everything is too sweet, once in a while. Now durian season, everybody asking, doctor, can I eat durian? Can I eat durian? Yes, you can eat. Go for the real one, kampung one. Okay, kampung you can eat like 5, 6, you know, durian, no problem. But don't go and eat the musang, that this and all, you know, the king and that. And that, there are all like, you know, a printed version, a manufactured version, you know, all the same size, all the fruits the same taste, and it's extremely sweet. And that will spike everything up. And it comes with so much of, you know, chemicals in there. And that's why when one auntie cook him, you know, eat durian can die, you know. And that kind of durian. Okay. So you got to know, you know, what you're doing. Okay. And this all is very logical factor. You don't have to go to medical school and study for 5.5 years to eat durian. It is a joke, right? You don't have to become a doctor to identify which durian is good, for goodness sake, right? So just get the original one, get a simple one, you know, 2-3 pieces, that's it. Maybe after a week or 2, then you can go for another shot, you know. And always never forget to do your moving, never forget to eat less, and eat regularly all your coffees, tea, you know, your DXN stuff. And then we do all this correctly, then you will get a good sleep. Okay, so simple. All right, so let's end this session. So thank you so much for all the participants and being with me for almost more than an hour. Okay, today questions are very good. We learn a lot of new things. So take back home, okay, good things. All right, make sure you all follow. And thank to all my co-hosts, Mr. Sam, and the translators, Madam Parimilam for Tamil, and also Miss Chu. Where's Madam Parimilam? She's here.
I did.
Oh, she's here. Yeah.
Yes, doctor.
There,
Okay.
there, doctor.
Okay. And never hear your voice, so always you'll be like, you know, buzzing in between. So that's why I thought.
Today you were translating the questions, doctor, so I did buzz in between.
All right. Okay.
Today was an awesome session, and doctor, really thank you. I'm really excited to know about this tiger milk mushroom, that it will be into the soil and not above the soil. I was thinking the head is like the tiger milk mushroom.
No.
And I'm so much excited, really.
Yes, but once you come to Malaysia, you know, we'll buy and, you know, let you all taste, you know, another couple of months only.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, doctor, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Okay, so
Thank you,
let's,
doctor.
okay, let's end this session
Thanks a
today.
lot, doctor.
All right,
Thanks a lot, doctor.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye, doctor.